Analytically, right now, the Knicks should be in practice preparing for Game 5 because, let's be honest, the better team was the Cleveland Cavaliers. That's what I was told today.
Tragic.
Psych! Your New York Knicks are in the NBA Finals, and we need somebody to play. So let's find out who that is as we have Game 5 of the Western Conference Finals. Shout out to everybody rocking with us for yet another play-by-play. Hate. We on a hate watch, ladies and gentlemen, watching Game 5 of the Oklahoma City Thunder and the San Antonio Spurs. This series is tied 2-2. So today we see who takes the lead. I don't know about y'all, but we already know Game 1 is happening June 3rd anyway, so they can go ahead and go all the way to 7. You know what I'm talking about? I'm in no rush. This is the Game 1 is June 3rd regardless. So go ahead and tire yourselves out and get yourselves through 7 games of this. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to everybody in the chat rocking with us for yet another play-by-play. This one, the Hate Watch Western Conference Finals edition. Yeah, man, we're going to have some fun with this one. We're going to talk about everything going on, mainly probably this game. Obviously, continue to celebrate as our New York Knicks make it to the NBA Finals for the first time since 1999. Currently still working on my video. Hopefully, it'll be up tomorrow. If not tomorrow, then it'll be up before Game 6. So, working on my video on my side. Shout out to all you guys, man. Shout out to you guys for rocking with us for yet another play-by-play. And yeah, this stream is brought to you by none other than PrizePicks. Promo code HMA to get $50 instantly after your first lineup. We gonna talk about all that, man. We gonna have some fun today, though. Let's enjoy some basketball that does not have to be centered around us. Even though I enjoy watching basketball. Shout out to Queens, 35 months sub. Yeah, Ali. Game has already started. Yeah, I'm aware. The game has already started. We'll talk about that here shortly. Like I said, man, I'm just here pulling up a chair to watch the game. Let these two organizations stress out while we just have some fun watching the contest. Like I said, as long as this thing goes to 7, I'm cool. And it's back and forth so far as this game has just got started. We are live on Peacock, NBC, whichever one you want to call it. De'Aaron Fox with a bucket just now to take the lead by 1. 5-4 is the score. Shout out to VP, my guy. Shout out to VP. Well, I can't see anything you guys are saying. I can just see the notifications on my thing. VP here. What up, VP? Appreciate the lemons, my boy. Neighbor. Appreciate you, brother. Yeah, shout out to VP. Shout out to Game Hunter. And shout out to, we missed one earlier on, and it was Queens. Shout out to my guy, Queens. Over here on YouTube, though, appreciate all my members and mods for rocking with us. Russell Whiskey, Marcus Miller's here. We got RGT 85. Ain't it a good time to be alive, RGT? Hope you are good, brother. NBA Finals. NBA Finals. I'm about to go broke, bro. I'm about to go broke. Looking at these tickets for New York, I'm about to go broke. Isaiah Hartenstein gets the easiest bucket of the night. Spurs fell asleep on the play there. 6-5 is the score. We have predictions live on both sides. Right now, it seems like all of the CK cash is on the San Antonio Spurs winning this game. A lot of CK cash on the Spurs winning this game. But over on YouTube, Same thing. 78% people over on YouTube think the Spurs are winning this game. All right. People think the Spurs take the lead here in Oklahoma City. I like it. Salute Russ Whiskey. Salute everybody, man. Cyber Chaos says, I've never heard more loser, pathetic wallowing than Harden saying that they are still the better team and can't wrap his head around it because of that, CK. Yo, it's so funny. I don't care. I don't care, bro. You know, I don't care. You know what I'm talking about? I think I don't understand it. The amount of times before I moved, the amount of times my internet cut out and these streams cut out, I still thought that I had the better internet than my neighbor whose internet never cut out. You can say whatever you want to say. I have a uncle that has a nice Range Rover, and meanwhile I ain't got a car like that. But meanwhile, I still feel like I have the better car. You know, people just be saying things that don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? People just be talking, and at the same time, James Harden could be saying all he wants to say all the way as he walks himself to his little private jet, and he's probably in Cabo right now sipping on whatever he wants to sip on, eating some chicken wings and flying some girls in from Houston. You know how it is, man. I'm not worried about what James Harden, Kenny Atkinson think should have happened, could have happened, or would have happened, because what's for sure is that our New York Knicks are in the NBA Finals, man. Man, when I heard that, bro, I just laughed, scrolled up, and immediately watched a video about some nonsense going on, making me laugh because I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it, man. I couldn't believe it. James Harden, absolutely insane. There's video of Harden in the club last night. See, he had to stop by the club before he gets on the plane to Cabo. I'm not surprised, man. I'm not surprised. Not surprised in the slightest. Shout out to everybody, man. Che, what up, Che? He says, it don't matter who wins this series. Knicks in 6. And the new NBA champions of the world, the New York Knicks. Feel good, man. Feels good. I do feel good about whoever it is that we face in the Western Conference, in the NBA Finals. Holy crap, dude. The NBA Finals. It's real, man. It's real, man. It's real. Remember, CK, analytically, man. Respectfully to James Harden, EAD. I'm going to let y'all decide on what that means. Analytically speaking, James Harden is Eastern Conference MVP. I completely agree. Analytically, it's right there on the analytics, on the analytics. It's right there. James Harden was the best player in the series. It's right there, bro. I don't understand how they lost. They didn't get one win. I don't understand it because analytically, they're the best team. Prayer Edition said remarkable, bro. Analytically, man. Shout out to Marcus Miller, man. He says CK2K, it's a 12-day bike ride. If you leave tomorrow, you'll get there in no time. You want me to take a bike to get to New York? It might be cheaper. I had a long conversation with Mrs. CK about, like, what if I just took a one-way? Conversation might have gone how you would expect. You know, it probably went how you would expect. I was like, what if, say, hear me out. Analytically, what if I took a one-way? Oh, man. Forrest Gump it. You right, bro. Shout out to Fro in the chat, man. What up, Cap? What's up, man? How you doing, bro? Twitch holding it down. Hitchhike back. Facts, bro. She smacked the shit out of the back of your head. You know what? Honestly, compared to the look and the attitude I got, I would have rather her smack me in the back of the head. I feel like that's a more sane response. That's not what I got. I would prefer it. Greyhound time, baby. Maybe RGT. Greyhound's still a thing? Man, that'd be oof. What's CB calling? Oh no, that's what he calls the train, the Iron Horse. That's what he calls trains. 11-6 is the score, by the way. Oh, San Antonio with the lead. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander missing layups, rebounded by San Antonio. Stephen Castle going the other way. He finds Vassell. Vassell barely gets the pass to Justin Champagnie. I was going to say Julian Champagnie, but wrong brother. Cross court to Fox. Terrible pass. Fox able to corral it. Fox with the fake. Fox with the float. In and out. We got to talk about my PrizePicks for the game today. I feel kind of good about him, man. Ty said analytically, she might push you down some stairs. Probably, bro. Probably, bro. Oh my gosh, man! I ain't sleep last night. I was so hyped. So hyped. Your boy is dead today, feeling like an old man. I'm watching. I feel that. Get some rest, though, brother. Get some rest. Hold on a minute, there, player. Miss Parker and Leylon, don't tell me anything. No spoilers. I will catch it after the game. And there goes Champagny with the layup over Chet Holmgren like he doesn't exist. I'm telling you, the Spurs right now playing with some swag, bro. They are playing against the defending champions, and you couldn't tell the Spurs nothing. They are playing with a different level of swag and confidence. It's just look, Champagny for three in transition, nails the three. I didn't mean to hit the bang. But look at the way the Spurs are playing right now. We're in Oklahoma City, the toughest, quote unquote, analytically the toughest stadium to play at. And now we got Champagny guarding Chet Holmgren. Holmgren selling for a fadeaway jumper. He goes down. RDT said, I was up till 6 a.m. just watching Cleveland fans meltdown and analysis all night. That's the psycho that is a true Knicks fan. Champagny should have made that one, but Wembanyama gets shoved. But yeah, I feel that, man. That's the one thing I miss about in the playoffs. In the regular season, one of my favorite things to do is watch the opposing team's broadcast whenever we win and hear how salty they are. We don't get that in the playoffs. Shout out to Snacks, man.
I was so damn tired at work. I literally stayed up last night after the game and cried myself to sleep. Got a haircut and passed out in the chair SMH.
Snacks, you said you were going to be emotional. You said you're going to be emotional, which is 1,000% warranted. I know you were probably snoring hard on that chair while your barber was cutting you up, man. Champagny, another three ball. That one no good. Golly, what a rebound. No foul call, but what a rebound there by Stephen Castle. They're going to say it is OKC ball. Calculator said me and Champagny grew up playing in the same park. Both of them? Both of the Champagny boys? Was watching 24/7, literally. His name fits. Both, okay. Vic thriving off of hatred. Love to see it. Passed out mid-haircut. His lineup sloped to the side. Man, look. Oh, my gosh. Oh, he blows it. Stephen Castle with a gimme and blows it.
Oh, my God. No way.
CK, you coming to New York for the finals. We need you in the neighborhood. Yes, that is the plan. Right now, I think, what a steal there for San Antonio. They're going the other way. Dylan Harper, with the take and the miss, but put back by Champagny. Yeah, I think I'm playing it because, you still gotta pay attention to the wallet because we also got the meetup, the Knicks Fan TV meetup a few weeks later in Vegas. So what I'm gonna do is I'm planning around the end of the series. So, probably like game 4 or 5, if that's how long it takes. If it's a 5-6, you know what I mean? If we're going 5, 6, 7, I'm going to plan around that to be in New York around the time that the series ends. Hopefully to be there to celebrate and be amongst the people and the family for the New York Knicks winning an NBA championship. That's my goal. If I'm not going to be able to make the parade, I want to at least be there for the celebration. That's what I want to be there for. So, yeah. So, TBD on when I'll be there, but I will 1,000% be in the city for the finals. 100%. 100%. 100%. CK, could you spare a room also? Huh? Bruh, man, I might stay at a hostel, bruh. I told y'all my pity party about how all my family got priced out of New York. They either live in Jersey or they back down on the island or in Florida. So, buying a room now sucks. Knicks in 4th, though, so plan accordingly. Knicks in 4 though, so plan accordingly with and bring the broom. 100%. Facts. Matter of fact, I got 2 of the 4 brooms that made their appearance last night on post game. I got game 4 stuck around with us, and I think that's game 2. Game 2, because game 3 was the Swifter. The Swifter was game 3. So yeah, we got game 2 hanging out and game 4 chilling with us in the back. Shout out to them. If y'all missed the bit, y'all missed the bit. But we here. At the site I went to, I overheard coworkers talking about the Knicks and how great JB is. The country is believing. Love that. I'm just saying, first class plane ticket and game tickets could be considered a tax write-off. 100%. 100%, but you still got to have the money to pay for them originally to then write them off. You know what I'm saying? Trust me, I am well aware. I am well aware. But, you know, got to have the initial money first. Which is why, you know, I got to plan it accordingly towards whenever we are going to wrap the series up. First class is crazy. God, I wish. Casey Neistat, hook a brother up, man. CK, analytically, my Nets are the best team in. Yeah, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do that to yourself, man. Can we bring sleeping bags to 7th? I'm assuming no. Brother, they probably going to have the cops, the NYPD camped out by now. Series ain't even start yet, and the NYPD probably out there in droves. Shout out to S. Gomez says, salute CK, still grinding. Yeah, man. This is our season, bro. This is our season. So I'm locked in to every facet of this run. We do the play-by-plays on Knicks Fan TV for our New York Knicks, but we are also doing play-by-plays to watch the opponents. Mets, Magic, Mets with an M. Wisdom said, the one thing I noticed about OKC when we played them is they go random stretches where they don't make shots, especially if SGA is struggling. You know. Shout out Todd's with a $5 super. That's right. We got Nikita. I ain't got to read them. Shout out to Nikita, man. Read that super for me.
You know I like to be reasonable, but there's a world in which the Knicks are better than we think, and the ops are so banged up that face with peeking eye broom.
Ties, yeah. I don't want to speak on it too much. But you are not entirely wrong. Oh, I got analytically pissed off. Got to film. Yes, VP. We got it. We got to watch the film, The Ops, man. We got to pay attention. See, the amount of Nets fans that's popping up on my timeline right now saying their what ifs and how comes it's sad. Well, you know, they gotta follow up on all these picks they got from Bridges. You know, Danny Wolf was the first of the many they got. Can't wait to see what they do next. What they got next in their hat trick. You know, so they can what if all they want. They can analytically what if all they want. For all I care. I don't. The little amount I care about any other basketball team right now. I don't. You can tell me, and this is my favorite player of all time, you can tell me Tracy McGrady comes out of retirement today, and I won't care until after the finals, bro. Like, I'm so unbothered, and so I have zero Fs for any other team in the league right now. My basketball team is in the NBA Finals, man. We just did something that hasn't been done since 1999. We are en route, to do something that hasn't been done since 1973. On top of that, we on an 11-game win streak. On top of that, we've won every single one of those games by double digits. On top of that, do you know how many times we had to win on the road? On top of that, every time Cleveland thought they had a chance, the Knicks, with ease, batted no eyes and took the lead right back. On top of that, in elimination games, we went up by as many as 40 points in 2 of the elimination games. Shout out to Russell Wilson for becoming a member, man. I'm not hearing anything about any other team. Shout out to Russell Whiskey, 8-month member. Russell Whiskey, first and foremost, I appreciate your constant support, my brother. He says, analytically, smash that like. No, not analytically. No, like for real, actually legit hit the like button. Not analytically, like actually hit the like button, please. Please. Hawkeye! Look at us, man. Look at us, Hawkeye. 4 more wins, brother. 4 more wins, brother. No good there. I didn't even see who shot the ball, but Ihart with the rebound. They find an open case in Wallace, but he's scared to shoot it. Picked up by Vassell. Back out to SGA. SGA trying to put a move on Harper. He took about 3 steps to the rim and misses another layup. SGA is in the sunken place. Here goes the rookie, Carter Bryant. Loses the handle. Still their ball. No cap, the analytics, that's what we're calling them now. Stats for the playoffs have been historically insane. Yeah. And that's the funny thing. Like, Kenny Atkinson with his whole chest said that analytically line we should be up 2-1. He's lying. Like, memes aside, jokes aside, analytics aside, and, all that, he's lying. Analytically, they should not have been up 2-1. I know we were joking around about it, but I had to check. I'm like, all right, but was he like this is such a stupid thing to say, but like, actually, no. That's what makes it even funnier because he believes that. Yeah, man. It's crazy stuff, bro. The Rooker, nice, CK. Yeah, man, it's crazy, bro. AST, I know you were a bot, but you know what? I'm still going to take all positive affirmation. Thank you. Don't come again. Hawkeye said, hope this Western Conference Final games goes 9 games. Amen. I'll catch you later. Have a great stream, everyone. Take it easy, Hawkeye. Let's go. See you in the finals. What up, KG? Said it's been a long day. I'm sure you probably tired because you ain't sleep either. Hope everything's good, though, KG. But it's worth it, yeah. What exactly would OKC or the Spurs do in the East that the Knicks didn't do? Facts. I'm hyped, man. I'm ready. We was in the mud, CK. Facts, man. Kenny Atkinson needs a wellness check, bro. He really does. He is tough to listen to in interviews. Have you, like, outside of that one analytic interview, have you guys listened to any of his post games? Like, he talks like he's gonna croak, bro. Was Cleveland aging him that much? And I'm not trying to be funny. Like, the way, like, he like mid-sentence starts to cough and stuff, like, it's gross. I just started watching Shameless, and he looked like a character that should be in the show Shameless, bro. KG said, I have to be up at 4 a.m. tomorrow, too. Sheesh. Hey, man. KG, I appreciate you making an appearance, but go to bed, brother. What time is it over there? It's about to be 9 o'clock for you, bro. Good night. KG, we will be here for Game 6, possibly and hopefully Game 7. So get some rest, big guy. Nah, CK trying to be like me, starting Shameless. Magic started. I am addicted. I am like Frank. I blinked and I'm on season 7, bro. I've been putting off Shameless for so many years, and I don't know why, because this show is top tier, bro. I am enjoying it. It has definitely been keeping me going through this crazy month because of just a lot of things going on outside of just our beautiful Nick run. Shameless has been great. LMAO, same. I'm only on season 2. You gonna blink. You're going to blink, and then you're going to be on season 8. I'm telling you, bro. I don't even remember how I got here. Every episode is pure comedy, bro. Damn, you're blitzing through Shameless, bro. It's good, man. It's good. I'm late to the game. What Shameless? It's a TV show. It was on Showtime, correct? It's on Netflix now. 11 seasons, bro. And I understand why. We only live once. We'll sleep when we die. Dark, but facts. Dark as hell, but facts. All right. I told y'all Kenny was Edgar from Men in Black and Alien in it. Brother, it's so accurate. You want me to put my hands on my head like this? No, it's so accurate. Oh, Caruso. Not a smart play there. I know what he was trying to do, but no one paying attention to him. But it's a tie game, 24-24. We're having a lot of fun talking in the chat, yucking it up. But right now we are in a tight contest in this first quarter. A minute left in the first. De'Aaron Fox going right after Caruso, gets him up in the air, finds a wide open Carter Bryant, and Carter Bryant nails it. I'm sure there was a lot of threes that warranted the 007 sound, but, I'm half paying attention, bro. My Knicks are in the NBA Finals. Sue me. Why do you think the NBA was helping OKC until they got put on blast? It is true. It does feel coincidental that now that every NBA fan is going like berserk over OKC and how unethical SGA plays and stuff, the officiating has started to shift. Ooh, Cason Wallace, though, gets the steal, goes up against the rookie. It's no good. Saved by the Thunder, and the Thunder now can end with a lead. And right as we talk about unethical hoops, SGA draws a foul, but I don't think he gets free throws. No team is in the bonus. Again, that's the thing I hate about NBC's broadcast. I love how it looks. I think the UI is nice. It looks great. But they don't let you know how many timeouts each team has, and then it doesn't show you the bonus right away. Blackness said, is it like Black Mirror? No. Have you ever seen the show called Weeds? That's another throwback. It's similar to that. Just like crazy comedy with some really serious situations that they make funny. It's a good show, man. So you want to know the real reason why I started it? Because I think it was like, I don't remember when in the regular season, but somewhere during the regular season, I've seen whatever her name is, Emmy Rossum or whatever her name is. I see her like constantly at Knicks games, right? And I knew what she was from. I just never watched the show. And we were talking about like Timothée Chalamet. We were talking about like, I've never watched a Timothée Chalamet movie. I probably should support him because he supports the Knicks. I just not a big fan of the stuff that he was in. I don't watch Dune and stuff, blah, 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 blah. But Emmy Rossum kept showing up at Knicks games. She was constantly on Celebrity Row, constantly all year long. And I'm like, you know what? I got to put Shameless on my list. Fast forward to like 2, 3, 4 weeks ago, I finally started it. That's dead ass how the whole story started. That's exactly how I started Shameless, because I've seen Emmy Rossum. She plays the main character in Shameless. I've seen her on Celebrity Row 1,000 times the past like 2 or 3 seasons. And I'm like, I think I need to finally start that show. That's it. That's really what it is, what it was. Weeds is fire, and so is Californication. I never got into Californication. That's what the X-Files dude, right? Maybe I'll make time for that next. But yeah, Weeds is top tier, bro. I love Weeds, bro. Such a good show. Such a good show. Wonka ain't bad. Noted. Okay. What's Wonka on? Prime? What's Wonka on? That's the movie, right? Because that's Chalamet too, right? I just gotta give him a chance, man. It's not Chalamet's fault. It's just the stuff he's in never really, like I know I probably should check out Marty Supreme. I just every time I start, I'm like, I don't know if I feel like sitting through this. Like, was Marty Supreme actually good? Same CK. I haven't watched a single Chalamet movie. Not a one, bro. Not out of hate. I just, like I said, just was never in anything. I was like, oh yeah. My Supreme is the only one I felt like watching. Was it good though? Was it actually good? Solo leveling at the moment. One Piece. There's a drought. LOL. Yeah. I had to take a break from One Piece. The Fishman Island arc. It was good. I actually had to rewatch it because I feel like there was things going over my head, and I feel like I really needed to pay attention to it. So like halfway through it, I reset it. But man, it took me some time, so I had to take a break after I finished that arc. But I'll go back. I didn't know who Chalamet was until I saw him at Knicks games. Still don't know who he is, to be honest. Never seen anything he's been in. Yeah, man. Apparently he is the future, and he's with us. So we'll take it. He's in Dune as well. Yeah, that's the number one movie I knew him from was Dune. That's all I had, man. You should Californication will be right up your alley if you also like Weeds. Okay, bet. That's still on Netflix, right? It used to be on Netflix. Is it still up there? Because I'll start it next. I will. If it's in that same like genre, I'll start it. I'll do it. I want more Boruto. I can't lie. By the way, first quarter just ended. We're having a great conversation about TV shows, the constant celebrities that support the New York Knicks and all things Knicks, because we're a bunch of Knicks fans that are excited, and we have Edgar Allan Fro. 29-27 is the score. OKC versus the San Antonio Spurs. We talked a little bit about predictions. Right now, it seems like the majority of the people on both streams, whether you're watching on Twitch or YouTube, think San Antonio has tonight's game. Personally, I think OKC takes this one. Spurs take the win the next two. So I think OKC wins today in desperate form, and I think San Antonio wraps up with Game 6 and Game 7. That's my prediction. But what I would want, give me the Spurs today. Because like I said, for WWE story purposes, I want the Spurs in the finals. No fear with the Thunder. But for story purposes, for NBA Cup purposes, for 1999 Finals revenge purposes, I want the Spurs in the finals. Manga seems better on Boruto. Nice. I only read up to volume 8 of One Piece. I'm way behind. Trust me. I'm right there with you. Every time I feel like I'm getting somewhere, I'm nowhere, bro. What a shot there by Hartenstein. Hartenstein and Wembanyama tied up. Wembanyama, how's he looking in this one to start off the game? 1 for 2. Wembanyama gets fouled going to the rim, and I feel like that's the way you're going to have to play Victor Wembanyama. But, like, you can't even get comfortable with just throwing 2 or 3 guys at Wembanyama because you still got to worry about, like, Dylan Harper and De'Aaron Fox. They're ready to catch fire at any moment. And obviously, like, the Champagnes and the Steven Castles and all of them, but I'm talking about those two specifically because they've showed to be some dominant inside-out scorers in this series. Jay Burgess says, CK, what show are you on season 7? Shameless. Speaking of WWE, CK, what are your thoughts about Enzo and Cass rumored to be coming? I missed that era. Magic over on the Twitch chat proceeds to tell me over and over again that they were huge and they were, a big act. All I know is from watching like some YouTube videos. I'm just overdoing the nostalgia act stuff because we barely have. They're having a hard time booking who we got now, so we need to stop going with the nostalgia. Peace and love. Let's try and figure out what we got on roster right now. That's just how I feel about it. But hey, if they come through and they get the same kind of reaction and they actually add to story and add to stuff, then I'm cool with it. But I don't care either way, honestly. Peace and love. Anyways, 30-29 is the score after a made free throw by Caruso. Fro said Magic isn't lying. No, I believe him. I still don't care either way, bro. The story is the Spurs because the old time Spurs pulling, and we got the Knicks alumni. Amen. And on top of that too, when the Knicks beat the Spurs in the finals, like for the Spurs side, there's a good story right there. Story arc there too. Wemby can't get past the Big Apple, so let that storyline incubate. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot more story. Oh, Harrison Barnes almost gets the steal. Oh, there's that Hartenstein baseline floater. Oh, I missed that, man. iHeart with the bucket, and now OKC up by 4. Who will Danhausen go to curse next round? He's a Knick now. The problem is I'm a little worried because he saw Timothy Chalamet and Kylie Jenner at Game 4, and he wasn't invited, so I hope that Danhausen doesn't flip the script and try and curse us now because he didn't get those seats that he was requesting. So we got to be careful. That putback from Bright Skin. Is that Vince Staples on the Spurs bench? Who is it? You saying, what's his name? Sixth Man of the Year. Why is his name escaping me right now? You saying he looks like Vince Staples? Because I kind of see it. Derek CK Go Glaze and iHeart. Oh my God. The original fart. Oh my God. Disrespecting Isaiah Hartenstein is crazy work, bro. Hartenstein gonna foul the daylights out of us, man. Yup. That's a fact. Never watched Psych. I used to watch Burn Notice. For I'm gonna be so real, I couldn't get into those old like USA shows. I heard Psych was great. I just couldn't get into those like old USA shows. My mom loved Psych, bro. Oh, Stephen Castle steps into a 3-ball. That's no good. Momentum on the side of OKC. My apologies. Stats aren't up. Caruso picked up by Wembanyama. He thought twice before taking that shot. And here goes Case and Wallace. Wallace going right after Barnes. Throws it over. Nice save by Caruso. 3-ball up and in by Duke Dennis. I'm sorry, Jalen Williams. Timeout called by the Spurs. 39-30. And it's funny because the Thunder playing with more oomph with SGA, on the bench. The ball is moving. 9-point lead for OKC. I love Psych. Such a good show. Burnos is cool, but I cannot suggest Psych enough. All right. Noted. Say his name right, CK. I fart. No, I'm not playing into these fart names that y'all be giving Josh and Isaiah. No. KG, no. Wisdom, no. The NBA loves the Spurs. Every time they win the lottery, there is a generational talent. Facts. Ties with $5. Super appreciate you, brother. Same on USA show, CK. Then again, I go all the way back to USA Up All Night with Gilbert Gibbs. Wow, Jesus, wow.
If Danhausen ever fix his lips to curse us again, all he's gonna see is the bottom of some Boothausens. He's gonna have to break character to get help.
I love that Nikita did not pronounce it Boothausen. She pronounced it correctly with Boothausen. I think that's my favorite part of that entire super. The fact that Nikita is on game with Danhausen and the Hausen add-ons is my favorite part. Oh, he's going to have to break character to get help is hilarious. Ties. Facts, bro. Boothausen. Nikita just said Boothausen. That just made my day, bro. The fact that Nikita, who mispronounces so many other things, that literally says the names of the emojis, just pronounced Boothausen correctly, just made my night. That just made my night. That just made my night. That just made my night. To Cowboys, what up? I hope you were able to get some rest. Celebrating too hard, enjoying the Knicks getting through the Eastern Conference Finals, but the job's not done. Time to get the real gold. Nikita's locked into Danhausen. I guess so, man. Threw me off, man. Not gonna lie, I would be worried if we have to put Mitch out there versus OKC lineup with Jalen Williams at the 5. Only thing that scares me about OKC, the way they would spread the floor. Yeah, because with lineups alone, whether they play well or not, you're still going to have to respect their lineups. So it almost threatens us to not even be able to use Mitch as much as we would want to. So that's a very good take. Very good take, but I ain't tripping. Bonsai! Nikita got it, though. I'll read it.
Greetings from Japan, CK. I want the Spurs for that 2000 rematch. We're not losing to an Texas team again. 3 times is a charm.
Oh my
Go
God.
Knicks.
That's so true, right? Houston, San Antonio, and then it could be San Antonio again. That's so true. Story just keeps writing itself, man. The story just keeps writing itself. Yeah, come on, San Antonio. I need you to get the job done. Shout out to my guy Bonsai all the way in Japan. Appreciate you. Light-skinned Duke Dennis going crazy, right? Oh, McCain not able to get the floater. The Spurs need something. It's been all OKC here to start off this second quarter. Spurs need something. Wizard said Yabusele was supposed to be our Duke Dennis, shaking my head, but his BBL held him back. Crazy take, brother. Crazy take, bro. I can't stand wisdom, bro. Trey said, to be honest, the Knicks beat the Spurs in the NBA Cup already. I want to strip the championship from the champs. That's a great storyline too. No, I'm not hating that idea either. Like I said, I ain't running from the smoke. I ain't running from the smoke. But with an opportunity of revenge right there, bro, I want it. Especially with a lot of those guys that were from that team in the building on both sides. I need it, bro. I need it, bro. Yo, Keldon Johnson does look like Vince Staples. Marcus, you are not lying. It's funny because when you said it, I instantly knew what you were talking about because, yeah, you really do. Dallas, man, it literally held him back. Wisdom. What does Keldon Johnson even do? He's the sixth man of the year, bro. Oh, there goes another Champagne 3. Oh, shoot. We didn't even go over my picks for today. And I'm pretty sure I picked Champagne. Yeah, he already got 4 threes on the night. We doing all right so far. Shout out to PrizePicks, by the way. Promo code HMA. Get $50 instantly. Play $5 to get the $50. And here are my picks. Champagne, they put 1.5 for Champagne. I'm like, huh? Huh? Give me that. He's at 4 threes for the night. Scoring-wise, I went with De'Aaron Fox and Victor Wembanyama. For whatever reason, they were both very low at 19.5. I think that the two of them find themselves in the 20s for sure. Shai Gilgeous, I feel like, and we're seeing it right now, is going to resort to having to move the rock a little bit more. I like the 5.5 assists. I think he gets around that 7, 8. 7 Castle. Need 11.5. I feel good about my picks for today. I feel good about them. But second halves have been messing me up all playoffs long. I've had a rough run in the playoffs. I've had a rough run. I know when to admit that it's not been great for CK. I've had a rough playoffs. But hopefully we get ourselves back on track today. Keldon Johnson is Vince Staples if he grew up in the suburbs. Wisdom said, I've never seen a sixth man of the year with less impact on his team. Who were the not options, that's not the word I'm looking for, but who were the finalists? Cyber Chaos said, OKC has 0 aura for our story, so I want this person. I wouldn't say 0 aura. Because if we beat the defending champions, that, you know what I mean, that's a big deal too. But there's just more story with San Antonio. That Spurs dancing was cringe at AF. They loved it though, Russell Whiskey. They loved it. Over at NBC. I wonder if Caruso shaves his head. And, yo, Wisdom. Wisdom still on whatever he was on after the Knicks won last night, bro. Oh, man. 43-35. Oklahoma City playing with desperation today as this is a home game here. They're hoping to make it their final one to get the win here today and try and win in San Antonio. But can San Antonio Spurs fight back? Wembanyama not shooting the ball well here today. Another miss and a rebound by the Thunder. Wallace finding Williams. Williams gets it poked free. And it's going to remain OKC ball. RGT said, how and why is Bismack Biyombo still in the NBA and on the Spurs? Great question. Wisdom Cello, I am just curious. Yeah, sure. I want each game for the rest of the series to have at least 2 overtimes. God willing, right? God willing, right? I want a dramatic second half comeback by the San Antonio Spurs. This is crazy. SGA is yucking it up on the bench as the Thunder play a lot better without him. Vanessa, how you doing? Jaime Jaquez and Tim Hardaway Jr. were the other finalists. Tim Hardaway, no. Denver, right? No. Jaime, I could. What did Keldon Johnson average this year? Before I say anything disrespectful. 13.2. Damn, how did Jaime lose? Did he start too many games? I'm never gonna, defend a Miami Heat player, but how did he lose that? I remember when we played Miami, though we whooped on Miami. Jaime was going crazy against us. Interesting. Weird one. Tim Hardaway, though, I'm not even gonna look up Tim Hardaway stats. I ain't even gonna waste my time. I ain't gonna waste my internet. Grady should have been the 6th man of the year. Did Grady even play like that this year? I know why you said that, RGT. But did he didn't even play like that this year. 14 minutes a game. Didn't even touch the floor in the playoffs. Yeah, man. Enjoy all the memes you can with the name, because I don't know how long he's going to be going in the league. RGT. RGT said Grady was deep on the bench. Oh, no good there from De'Aaron Fox. Yeah, Spurs struggling right now. Jared McCain pulls a 3 in transition. It's no good. And Spurs got to get a bucket right now. A 3-ball would be great, but you got to score anything at this point. What a move by Fox. Fox with the fake. Fox out to Vassell. Vassell finds Vince Staples. Keldon Johnson, strong take and make. We can doubt and ask questions, but the 6th man of the year, a big bucket. Yo, Jalen Williams, hell of a sell there. It's going to be a foul on Johnson. Can't give someone named Dick an award. It's too dangerous. Brother, it's bad enough he has jerseys that are on sale. I'm sorry. Peace of love, bro. I couldn't do it. I could not. And the fact that he's number 1, bro. Yeah, those Thunder fans are better than me, bro. Those Thunder fans are better than me. SGA checks back into the game, misses his first shot, rebounded by the Thunder. Chet Holmgren absolutely demolished by Wembanyama. Castle loses the handle, gets it right back. Vassell for 3, misses another one. Castle gets the rebound. Castle tries to throw it to a place only Wembanyama can get. Wembanyama is surrounded by bodies at every point on the offensive end. Marcus said it made CK freeze when he heard THJ. Can't stand him, bro. And it's so funny. I was so excited when we drafted him. I was so let down. It wasn't like Kevin Knox type of letdown, but I was let down. Well, the Thunder squad does love. Never mind. Yeah, I need to get that jersey before he gets out of the league. All right, bro. He said, I don't know why I read that like you like, damn, yeah, you're right. I need to get that jersey before he like you was sitting back in your chair. It said, shoot, let me get on that now. Or Let me get on that now. It's crazy. Pause. Pause.
Try it.
Or what you could do is you can wait until he is up and out the league and then, you know, shop in the clearance pile. Vanessa said, who is TH Day? That is the right question. That you don't realize it, but that is the right thing to say, Vanessa. Who is THJ? Thunder coach looks like he was a narc in high school. Imagine if Grady played during the time that Rudy did, and they swapped jerseys. If he... Okay. Oh, good defense there by Castle. Castle on the break. Yo, he is swiping it. Ref. Take. Oh, they did it. A transition take foul was called. They exist. They exist. I've waited all year to see one with my own two eyes. They finally called one. Oh my, yo. They exist. I've cried and yelled for one of these to be called all year long, and we finally get one. In the Western Conference Finals, I finally see a transition take foul. They actually exist. And I'm going to be honest, that was probably the least transition take foul I've ever seen, but I'm going to take it. They finally called one. I'm shook. I am shook. Oh my gosh, Keldon Johnson bullying. Boom shakalaka. Oh my goodness, Chet Holmgren, get out the way, little guy. Here comes the Spurs. Cyber Chaos said don't want to pull out. You know what? That's crazy talk, man. Analytically, they haven't missed a transition take call. CK, oh, word, my fault. You're right. I keep forgetting to check the analytics first, man. Low key, Magic? Low key? Low key? I don't know about low key. I'm right there with you. They did them only in the preseason. RGT, we only ever I see transition take fouls on 2K more than I see them in real life, man. They don't exist. Transition take fouls are as rare as flopping fines. They don't exist. Vince Staples. I wasn't familiar with your game. Bullied the hell out of Chet, man. Analytically, of course. Sure. I wonder if Vic tells the whole team Chet's a before every game, even the games they don't play OKC. Yeah. It is 1,000% a one-sided rivalry. The Chet Victor Wembanyama rivalry. It is a one-sided rivalry, man. How has no one showed up in a John Wilkes booth? That's a deep cut. I don't think many people gonna understand that one. That's a good one. That's a good one, man. Last flopping fine was December 2025. Russell Westbrook. Tragic. Had to be Russ to get the last one, huh? Man, we got 150 in the chat here on YouTube. Appreciate you guys, man. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, hit the like button, people. Let people know that we are live. Yes, we are Knicks fans. Hate watching this Oklahoma City Thunder San Antonio Spurs game. We're having a good time, man. We're having fun with it. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Let me move this to the Shine Light Show. Centered. I was like, who the F is Vic? So used to everyone saying Wemby. Yeah. I knew who he meant. Ebb says, am I bugging for wanting to play OKC? I feel like Cat, OG, and Mitch would feast on Chet. No, I don't think you're bugging at all. I don't think there is a better option. I feel like they're both going to be tough, but I think the Knicks can beat them both. That's how I feel. I don't think there's a better or worse answer. Wisdom say you got to check the analytics, CK. You're right. You're right. If I learned anything from the Eastern Conference Finals, that's what I learned. KG said, I don't give a F who we play. I feel that. How is it a rivalry when Wemby always beats his? Right, that's what I'm saying. It is a one-sided rivalry that ESPN and them tried to manufacture, but no one is buying. Do we have any more rivalries in the league? Is that a thing anymore? That's such a sad question to ask, but do we have any rivalries in the league? Can you think of one off the top of your head right now? I mean, like star versus star, Pacers, Knicks. Yeah, there's team rivalries out there. Sure. I mean, they're hanging on by threads, but sure. But like player versus player. I don't think that's a thing anymore. You said me versus Tony Brothers, the league versus the refs, Knicks versus everyone. Yeah. But player versus player. Jawan says, CK, did you see the national media's new shtick where they are saying we don't stand a chance with whoever we play? It's nasty work. No, it's not nasty work. That's exactly what I want. I don't want the national media to all of a sudden be fans of the Knicks and believe that the Knicks can get it done. I need them to continue to hate. That is how we win. That is how we get this NBA Finals championship. That's how we get the Larry O.B. when the media is status quo and hating on the Knicks. So I love it. I thought they were going to start to switch up. But I love it. LeBron and Brooks, yuck. Again, one-sided. KD versus his teammates. Oh, that's a good one. KG versus RJ Barrett. He gonna be like Slow J. There it is, Slow J. Yeah. See, CK versus Dante. That scared the crap out of me. Shout out to KGP. KJP, appreciate you, bro. W Raid, I hope you had a good stream. Yeet. Hope you had a good stream, man. Yeah, the Knicks don't do well being the favorites ever. Even though, B-Mills, we might be able to nip that in the bud if the Knicks win the finals today, this year, because then technically we were quote-unquote favorites in the offseason. Remember that? That was a thing. CK knows me. I was waiting for the Slow J, but I just didn't see it in time. Wemby versus Chet. See, I'm not buying that. It's not a rivalry to me, man. There is no rivalry. See, we're struggling to come up with just one. There is no rivalry. Julius versus Sabonis. I think that's retired. I think that was just a Knick thing. There's no more rivalries in the NBA. And that's not the old head CK talking. That's just a fact. Analytically, bro. I gave you 5. No, none of them were. No. Wisdom. No. No, you did not. You gave me none. Jaden McDaniels versus the Nuggets. See, we got a lot of hilarious ones. We got a lot of funny ones. Like all you guys are all comedians in the chat. Mikal versus the regular season. Everybody's a comedian right now. This is all great. But this is just proving my point that it's just not a thing anymore. I'm talking about like when you know these two are facing off, you know it's about to be box office. It don't matter what the team's records are. When so-and-so is playing so-and-so, oh, this is about to go crazy. We don't have that anymore. CK versus Tay-Tay? Who the F is Tay-Tay? Daddy and Shamit, you're not going to turn me against Shamit. Do your research. All right? Analytically, Wisdom, go do your research before you try and turn me against Shamit. Daddy 8 versus Frieza is crazy. It has to be a game 7 back-to-back years with some fights mixed. Got to build the drama first for sure. Another big bucket there by SGA, by the way, 54-49. 3:55 remains in this first half. We've been talking about everything but this game, and it's been a fun time. Harper for 3, and like I said, this rookie playing like he been here, man. Shout out to Gravity with the $2 super. I have to read it because it's just under Nikita's price point. Saying Dante DiVincenzo versus CK charity boxing. Who says no? I says no because I'm not boxing Dante DiVincenzo because I need him to come back to the Knicks. Healthy, of course. Mitch versus social media. Wow, Champagne with the fight. Oh, terrible pass there by Fox, but they keep it. Tay Taylor Swift. Ah, got it. Yeah. The Swifties, huh? I ain't gonna lie, I've been safe. I haven't gotten anything in the DMs. Nothing. I survived, man. Edgar Pro said, Tay, you say? CK is not boxing Dante because of his ACL. Pre-ACL tear, CK is def boxing, bro. Okay, bro. It's one-sided, but LeBron in that light. Yeah, someone brought that up too. Dylan Brooks. Yeah, that's one-sided, man. That's Dylan Brooks in a rivalry with himself. He really feel like LeBron is there with him. That's like Lance Stevenson and LeBron James level of rivalry, bro. Atkinson versus Facts. He enters the game. You got some weight. You can win. I guarantee Dante DiVincenzo is not only taller than me, but weighs more than me. I'm good, bro. I'm good, bro. David Bailey, appreciate the $2 super. Nikita will take it away. Dave, glad to have you back-to-back streams, by the way, David.
Keep doing what you do. Very entertaining.
Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Here we go. Everybody with the CK versus Dante. I'm not gonna let y'all try and tear me and Dante apart, bro. This manufactured lie, this fib that I hate Dante DiVincenzo just because I had a problem with everybody, just drooling over one season of Dante and saying he was better than Mikal Bridges. We don't talk about that part, right? We don't talk about the reason why I said the comments I said that makes you guys think that I hate Dante DiVincenzo. We don't talk about that. Now Bridges is thriving right now, and everybody forgets that portion. It's just CK hated Dante. Can't stand y'all, man. CK versus Math. That is a bold-faced lie. CK Math is top tier. Wins us every game. And there he goes, man. Chet Holmgren against Luke Cornett. Finally gets a big bucket, and here comes Wembanyama immediately off the bench. Golly, that's a foul on Chet. Chet pushed Champagne into that screen, but the referee takes the bait. Foul on him, and it's OKC ball. KG, why are you yelling at us? Because y'all see, no. Y'all gonna take the yelling because y'all yelling at me. Talking about I hate Dante. No, y'all gonna take my rebuttal. CK Math and Steiner Math is the same thing. Facts. Always right. Very factual. I take that as a compliment, Magic. I take that as a compliment. See, Fournier versus CK. Now that right there, yeah, that's real. That's real, bro. F for Fournier, bro. Evan Fournier. How Dante yelled at the dude who said, tuck in your jersey. I wouldn't box him. I still get that clip on my timeline regularly, bro. CK Math is post-grad. Toppest of the tiers, bro. What's that Shea flop count at? Did the broadcast dude just say offensive foul in New York? No, he did not. Did he really? Embiid versus Gravity. That's a rivalry. Fro, don't listen. Fro, cover your ears. Travis says, I think you mean Curry versus pronouncing Ntilikina. Brother called him Niggalina, bro. That's still one of my favorite interviews. They fixed it. Yeah, no, that's 100% a foul on OKC. Great fix. Holmgren pushed him into that screen. Yeah, 100%. 1,000% obvious, KG. I hate Tony. Tony, man, shut the F up. But Tony was right, though. Damn, he did say New York. Are they trying to prepare? Did he really say New York? To Cowboys is confirming it, Magic. Do we hate Tony? Oh my God, why is his last name escaping me? Brothers. Do we hate Tony Brothers more than Ed Malloy, though? I don't know. I think Ed Malloy is my least favorite referee. I can't stand seeing Ed Malloy out there looking like the outdoor boys. I don't know. So I hate all the refs. Hey, man, Gucci Mane ref is my homie, bro. Gucci Mane ref let me down in one game. Other than that, Gucci Mane ref is fine with me, man. Yeah, Scott Foster and Malloy are my least favorite. By far. I hate Tony because why the F is his last name Brothers? You got to take that up with Mr. and Mrs. Brothers, man. He didn't give himself the name. Russell Whiskey said Scott Foster's the worst, yeah. Him and Malloy tie for me. Nah, he said Lou Dort. Oh, that kind of does sound like New York. I hear it. Okay, to Cowboys, yeah, it was Lou Dort. Oh, yeah, RGT, great pull. Yeah, I don't even know his name, but I know exactly what you're talking about. I can't stand him either. That is a great pull. Like, I don't understand how he be head ref of any basketball game. Don't even know his name, but I know exactly what you're talking about. Russell Whiskey said we're hating just to hate, and I'm here for it. Yeah, man. It's a hate watch. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Gucci Mane has aura. As a ref, he's sus. LOL. Why? What has he done as an official that's been like Gucci Mane ref? Yeah, I have no issues with him, bro. Who's the ref that makes the announcers like a TV commercial? I like him too. I forget his name. He's still healing up from his injury, his season-ending injury. The challenge was made by San Antonio. We reviewed the play, and it looks like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander got an arm on the play, meaning that the foul will, in fact, still remain on San Antonio. The challenge is unsuccessful. San Antonio will lose a timeout, and they will not be able to challenge for the rest of the game. Spurs ball. That guy. I forgot his name. Boss Girl says the flop count is rising. 63-52, by the way. SGA making the first of 2 free throws. 12-point game for OKC. That ref is related to Richard Pryor, which makes him. Is he actually? Because he look wise, like I see it, but is he like legit? No shot. That really? Oh no, yeah, nah. He's legendary. Nah, all right, that's fire. That's some knowledge I didn't know. All right, well, yeah, respect. It's Bill Kennedy. That's his name. Flop number 11. All right, keep the counter going, KG. Ooh, almost turned over. Right now, the Spurs throwing that ball around like they don't care about it. Still going to be San Antonio ball. By the way, Caruso back after going back to the locker room. It's so nice. I'm looking at the little ticker on NBA.com, and it's so nice to see game 1, knowing that's the NBA Finals, and it's just the Knicks logo just waiting. Like you just can't. Like, I couldn't even do this on 2K, bro. I couldn't even do what the Knicks did on 2K, man. HB, no, I believe you. I ain't even gonna fight you on it because he do look like him. So I believe you. I believe you. Versus TBA. In fact, it's TBD. It says TBD, but still, it's just nice to see, bro. It's nice to see. Can we bet overs on flop? Nah. I'm sure these betting services are going to add that at some point for sure. Killmonger says it's not true that he's related to Pryor. It's just an internet rumor. Ooh, he called you out, HB. He said you fell for the TMZ report. Shamet about to play himself into a bag. Facts. My hating self is looking real closely on what Detroit does with with Jalen Duren. Anybody else? I'm trying to see how much money they still throw at him. HB said to tell him that his granny can't cook. Hey man, yo, hey man, we don't need a turf war right now. Twitch and YouTube, get along, man. We don't need no turf war right now, bro. KD said Wemby looks sad. Wemby always looks sad, bro. The Shea equals Magikarp. They have similar flop counts. Jalen, what up? He says, I want, what do you see the pros and cons in both teams? Pros, they're both teams with a lot of depth. No, cons is they're both teams with a lot of depth. Pro, they're both very beatable by the Knicks. Next question, please. Keldon Johnson, another strong hoop. Keldon Johnson, one of those guards that plays like they think they're a center. Just like Duke Dennis over on OKC. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander shoots it right over Castle. That's a tough bucket, man. That's a tough bucket. No flopping indeed there. Jalen said, I like that answer. I hope that's a good answer. I'm late to the party. NYCB ball. Party just getting started, brother. We got 12 seconds left in the first half. It is 69-56. Nice. De'Aaron Fox with an alley-oop, my eye, but Victor Wembanyama puts it down. 11-point lead for the Thunder. Thunder want one more bucket. Jared McCain fires the three. It's no good, and that is the half. 69-58. Nice. Halftime, and your Spurs, I don't know who your are, but the Spurs trail by 11. I guess I say your because we got 71% of the chat voting for the Spurs. It's halftime now, so I'm going to cut the poll. All right, man. It is currently halftime. We've been talking trash and talking crazy. We've been talking about our referee hate list and, you know, all kinds of stuff all stream long. So shout out to you guys, man. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, hit the notification bell. Don't forget to like the stream. We're having fun on this Game 5, as I'm sure somewhere there are Spurs fans biting their nails, stressing out. Somewhere there's Oklahoma City Thunder fans. I was going to say something crazy. Let me take it. I'm not making that joke. I was gonna say something crazy. Anyways, meanwhile, we're just here watching, trying to see who TBD will be on June 3rd. Duran already played himself out of a bag. That's why I can't wait to see what that extension is going to look like. He's going to get extended. They're not going to not extend it, but does he get the max still? I think the Pistons I think the Pistons still give him the max. And they're going to get clowned for it, as they should. But I think they too chickenish to not give him the money. I think they still give him the money. Shout out to Blackness for the $2 super. Yeah, I think they still give him the money.
Assuming a chip, which NYK players are a must keep?
Yes. Does that answer the question? Yes. You gotta try and retain as much as you can retain. The big thing is re-signing Mitchell Robinson. I don't want to start this conversation because, I'm focused on winning the championship. I don't care about free agency. I don't care about the draft. I don't care about trades. I don't care about this person or that person. I care about my New York Knicks doing something that hasn't been done since 1973. But I will say, there's a part of me that worries that if we get this championship, Mitchell Robinson might go look for a bag. There's a little piece of me that's worried. There's a big piece of me that's not tripping. I feel like he tries to go for the repeat. But there's a little piece of me that just worries that if we win this championship, Mitch might try and go get himself a bag. And I couldn't blame him. But we'll see. Other than that, keep what we got. Put everybody on some team-friendly deals. Jordan Clarkson might be gone. It is what it is. Get Landry Shaman on a nice little team-friendly deal. Run it back with as much as we can keep. Make Bridges take a pay cut. JV Hammer, you take a pay cut. Bridges been one of the most valuable players in these playoffs. He ain't taking no pay cut. He already took a pay cut in the extension in the first place. Yeah, Mitch is out of here once we win the chip. Same with Deuce, not going to lie. They'll probably want a bag. Yeah. Wait, but Deuce has another year. Deuce ain't a free agent yet, right? We still got Deuce for one more, no? Am I tripping? Deuce ain't free agent yet. Pretty sure we got Deuce for one more season. This is not a contract year for Deuce. Do I have that wrong? Yeah, next year. Next year is his last season. Yeah. I mean, he can be extended. Once this offseason starts, he can be extended. But Wisdom, if you're just talking about in general that once his contract's up, he's going to go for money, I could see that happening too. Unless he goes nuts next year and the Knicks say, hey, we got you on that money. But with Mitch, though, if we win the chip, I have a fear. A small itty-bitty fear. Deuce making scraps. 100%. Brother, this man is making, what, 13 a year? Crazy, bro. I'm sorry. He's making 4 a year. His contract was 13. God damn. Yo, we all rose, man. Every time I look at that contract extension, that's right. 3 year, 13 mil was the deal he signed. Robbery, bro. Yeah, he leaving, bro. Oh, Deuce. That's right. That's right, man. That's right. 37.5 mil. What is you talking about? Who are you talking about? Yeah, but if we win, he probably would go. He would be too expensive, and we'd probably trade him. Yeah, got you. I see what you're saying. Did anyone else see the video of Leon and Wes crying during the ceremony last night? Yes. Shaman not going anywhere. Hopefully we can get Shaman on one of those dudes' contracts. But he might, his value might be up a little too high. But I think he stays. I don't think he goes anywhere. But we will have to shell out some money to keep him. Yeah, Jordan Clarkson is gone. Dylan Jones, I'm not tripping about. Trey Jemison, yeah. Yeah, I could see us giving Huck Porty another two-way because he'd still be eligible for a two-way contract. But all those other names, yes. I don't think we re-sign Clarkson. I think Clarkson goes and tries to get one more contract somewhere else unless he becomes a year-to-year because he didn't play well this year. But I don't think we re-sign Clarkson. Shamit's going to be a focus, hopefully on a team-friendly deal. I think that's the sad ending to all this is we might lose Mitch. But as long as Mitchell Robinson, our longest tenured Knick, is a part of this championship team, again, it adds to a great story. You think we keep Diawara? Yeah, he's ours, man. Yeah, he's ours. At the very least, he gets two-weight again, for sure. If we win the chip, they definitely going over the cap for some people, for sure. Deuce will say deuces. Dylan Jones. He was the Dreadhead, number one. He was a point guard that we got a little late in the season from the G League. He was on a two-way deal. I like him. I just don't know where the depth is for him. We could two-way him again. He's probably going to stay with Westchester. But I don't know. There's a lot of priorities that we have to make with our financials. Again, they could two-way him again. I just don't know if they will. I think they keep Huck Porty for another two-way deal. But we'll see. Unless Huck Porty gets a bag somewhere, because Huck Porty has some good film. So there could be a team that's going to offer Huck Porty a minimum or something low. It could happen. That's the other part we have to think about. Jack says, even if we go into the second apron, I fear it's not enough for what other teams would pay Mitch. Yeah, 100%. Shout out to Laid Back with the $2 super.
If we lose Mitch, who do you replace him with?
I don't think Mitch is replaceable. I think you have to go with the cheap option, and then I guess Huck Porty could. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, Huck Porty might be a permanent option as they might look into a trade for somebody to be a backup big. Because you got to remember, we're going to be strapped for cash. We just talked about having to re-sign Shamit. We're going to have some money that we can use. Maybe we find a cheap vet big. But I feel like the cheap option is obviously keeping Huck Porty for another season on a two-way and then looking for somebody else. Maybe this is the year they make one of those trades on one of those many bigs that we talk about. There will be some big men that are available in free agency. Again, I don't care enough to look for all that right now because I'm focused on winning the championship first. I don't care about free agency. I care about the team we have right now. So those are conversations for the offseason. We're going to have plenty of time to make content about all that. But, yeah, let me get the championship first, and then I'll worry about that later. We'd keep Huck because the squad loves him, yeah. And he's cheap. Magic said the hate watch not supposed to be stressful. Right. Y'all asking the wrong questions right now. We are in the NBA Finals. I'm not here to talk about contracts, money, who we losing. We ain't doing that. I know that you're accustomed to having those conversations right now at this time of the year. I know. It's a habit. We're so used to, end of May, beginning of June. We're already looking at free agency and drafts and stuff. Not this year. We got NBA Finals to worry about. We will talk about that when the time comes. Right now, we got a chip to worry about. I ain't worried about any of that. Jack said it's muscle memory, CK. I know, and that's why I'm giving you a slide. We're gonna let it rock. But don't do it again, bro. I'm seeing Ian Begley and Stephen Bondi talking about the Knicks working out this guy and that guy for the draft. I'm like, I don't care. I do not care. We could be working out the next LeBron James. I don't care. I don't care right now. I don't care. Before, if I saw a name I didn't know, I'm instantly YouTubing them. I'm instantly looking at film. I don't care right now, bro. I don't, man. I need that championship. Why they never played Jemison? I don't think Jemison's that great, man. He had some good moments, but I wouldn't play Jemison over Huck Porty. So I'm okay with Jemison being the backup to the backup to the backup. But he's not getting re-signed. Peace of love. We just had the most epic series of games the NBA has ever had. There's going to be specials made from the run our Knickerbockers are having. Nah, they better not make no specials. I need a whole motion picture. You know what I'm saying? I need a whole movie. I need I need a what's it called? A Last Dance style of docu-series. That's what I need. I need each episode, while you talk about our journey to the finals, I need each episode to remember the early era of the NBA and ABA and all that fun stuff, the Knicks in the early, 1900s. Then we could talk about the 1970s. Then we could talk about the 80s and 90s. Then you could talk about the doom and gloom of the 2000s up until 2020. Yeah, there was some good times. Like I need Last Dance style of a docuseries. I don't want no 30 for 30. I don't want no straight to DVD. No. What is happening right now is box office. I need it. Spike Lee is all over that. I hope so. Try to lay back with the $5 super. Appreciate you, lay back. What's up, number?
It's crazy that Mike Brown wasn't the first option.
Crazy, right? And he turned out to be the best option. Who would have thunk it? Shout out to number, man. He said a little behind schedule, but I hope I'm not too late. F. Trey Young. It's always F. Trey Young. I'm not even gonna hate you for it, bro. Yeah, Spike Lee production and Ben Stiller executive producer. Woo! Yeah, Spike. Yeah, that would be great. Spike makes some great docs, man. Yeah, I'm here for that. I'm here for that. It's more crazy that Giannis was an option midseason. Isn't that crazy to think of? Like the fact that Giannis was just an option that we could just make a trade to get if things kept going the way they went. That's so true. It's crazy that KG called him Doo-Doo Brown. Nah, nothing is crazier than KG trying to tell us on the last few games of the regular season that this team was going to be done by the second round. That's the craziest of all the KG takes. I'm not gonna let him forget that one. The other ones, all right, it's fine. But that was the one I'm like, KG. We ain't gonna let him forget, bro. We ain't gonna let him forget. I ain't gonna let you forget, KG. You let Greg put you on the dark side. Ben Stiller been taking some crazy videos already too. What's his name? We saw what's his name? Spike Lee, front row and center, getting some film too. I know it's on the iPhone, but with the way these iPhones are built, they still trash. But number say y'all having one hell of a run. Pure cinema in the making. Facts, number. How you been, brother? How's everything treating you, man? You gonna be back for next season of CKW? We're going to get in the lab with Big Flo. Always glad hearing from you, brother. Hope everything's good, man. KG said, I have repented. Okay, it's fair. Look, man. It's okay. Don't get me started on Greg. Shout out to Greg, wherever he is. Bosco said, if it were a film, not a documentary, how would cast How would cast celebrity role in roles of Knicks players execs? Unfortunately, ain't enough brothers on celebrity role to be playing some of the brothers we got. I don't know how that'd work. Anyways, man, we back in action. Second half is getting started. The score now is 69 to 58. Will the Thunder run away with it, or will we see a comeback and hopefully some overtime action in this one? I gave Mikal his name back. You did? And yes, he was the first to predict the sweep well before the series. Yeah, 100%. 100%. But I cannot let him forget. Because I remember that last week of the regular season, we were doing these play-by-plays. KG was telling us, well, I don't know why you guys are stressing because it's going to be over in round 2. And I remember all that. I can't let him forget. But you're right. He called the sweep first. Mikal got his name back. Michaela's been gone. So, yeah, we good. We over it. All right. 58-69. That dunk will not count. Wembanyama throwing that from way above the arc. Been chilling, dog. One step at a time. Flo got to get in the laugh for show. Tired of memorable moments with no finish. Amen, bro. Amen. We gonna get him right. He got drafted to Empire. We gonna get him right. Round 1, CK. According to me, we wasn't getting out of the first round, CK. Happily wrong. It's all good, man. It is all good. The way we played in the regular season, the way we played in the first 3 games, you were valid, brother. Golly! Wembanyama blocks it, but picked right back up by Lou Dort. And here we go, 71-58. Okay, see, I was talking about them playing with aggression, but now it looked like they're in slow-mo.
Oh, Marion and I'm talking about like the the
RB.
B2K.
Appreciate this up.
Bam, 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 doom, doom, touch. Oh, Marion.
JV Hammer said wheeling and dealing. You talking about the name of the doc? I think the name of the doc should be New York or Nowhere. That's what the doc should be called. Simple. Golly, and he makes it. And 1 for Jared McCain. Yep. I got the script, chat. I try to tell you the script. OKC winning this game, man. And then San Antonio's going to go and get game 6 and game 7. This is the way. We all said it. We want this series to go to 7. OKC needs to win today for this one to go 7. This is the way. OKC gets this one, and then the Spurs take 6 and 7. This is the way. That being said, McCain misses the free throw. The last dance could happen because by some miracle, videographer was following Mike on a whole ad, IMAX camera or something crazy. Yeah. Bro, I don't care what y'all say. I cannot wait for whatever documentary LeBron James puts out because I know he's had cameras following him for a long period of time in his career. Whatever documentary that man puts out, when it's all said and done, is going to be monumental. I don't care what nobody says. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander for a 3-ball. I got the script, chat. SGA big 3-ball. 18-point lead. Timeout called. OKC trying to take the 3-2 lead in the series. I got the script, chat. Now, I'm still not objecting a San Antonio Spurs run and we go to overtime. I'm not objecting that. Please do it. But I think the Thunder win this one. All right, let's check my picks, by the way. Still sponsored by PrizePicks. If you haven't already, download the app. Use promo code HMA to get $50 instantly after your first $5 lineup. And we're on our way, man. Need 3 more assists out of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Unfortunately, Shai has found his shot, so he's a little bit on the shooting side. Stephen Castle has his 12 points. Julian Champagnie has already made the threes needed. De'Aaron Fox slowed down a little bit, but plenty of time for him to get 20 or more. Wembanyama slowed down a little bit, but plenty of time for him to get 20 or more. I did pick the flex, so as long as I get 3 out of the 5, or 4 out of the 5, excuse me, I will still get some money my way. What you guys think? You think I'll get there? Let me know. Shout out to y'all. Watching Spurs shoot too hard off the glass every time makes you appreciate Jalen's touch even more. I did call Carl weak and took his bodega name. I'll repent for that. Oh, I'm not repenting for that. I'm not repenting for that at all. We said we'd give it back when he earned it. He earned it. I'm not repenting for that at all. Nope. I stand on when I said that. I stand on calling him Carl for half the season. I stand on only giving him back his full government name and no other nicknames past that until the postseason. I stand on it. I'm not repenting for that. He had to earn them. He earned them. I don't think Wemby is focused on the rest of the team as much as Chet. I think he just hates Chet. Facts, CK. I don't repent. Shout out to Russell Whiskey with the $1.99 super. Russell Whiskey, facts. He says, we need to spend some time hating Becky Hammon. That's a fact. I concur. You see her? You see how she doubled down, bro? You see how she doubled down on her take, by the way? Diabolical work, man. Diabolical work. Look at that emotion by Wembanyama. Look at the unity by the Spurs. Will that turn into anything? I don't know, but it's a good start of a moment. Dallas man says one game at a time. Stay in the moment. Brother, it's over. We in the finals. Bring that back in game one, Talisman. Not gonna lie, I hate Chet too, but he kind of need to hate Shea a little bit more. Maybe. Ball's moving around. De'Aaron Fox. Oh, throws it to the lady in the front row.
Tragic.
Thunder ball. Jared McCain to Hartenstein, excuse me. Jacobs Alexander fires another one. Yo, Shea is on fire right now. He has found his rhythm. 9-0 run for Oklahoma City Thunder. Stephen Castle with a nice take up and under for the finish. 18-point game. Not what the Spurs drew up there. Yo, Jared McCain has a green light. They are letting him thrive, bro. Ooh! Alley-oop from Castle to Wemby. Draws the foul. Still gets it to fall and one. Great play there by Castle. Oh, yeah. Yo, he probably works on like tip drills like that because that is not easy, bro. Golly. Above the rim say, is it just me or can none of these teams can score? I think it's just you because Thunder right now is scoring with a bit of ease. Spurs right now, yeah, Spurs having a hard time getting the easy ones to fall. Chet Holmgren, loses the handle. Good defense by Fox, but they're going to say it's going to remain Thunderball. He really wants that foul. Wilson said, LOL, McCain, green light remains the funniest thing I've seen this series. Jared McCain, again, green light. Bro, what is good? He just allowed to do whatever he want. Golly, 19-point lead. Castle from point blank. He gets it to fall. It's also tipped. Was there a foul? Oh, there's a foul. That bucket's going to have to count, though. Because it's a foul off ball on Wemby. That bucket needs to count because it was goaltended. Oh, it was goaltended by Wemby. Never mind. Yeah, no, don't count it. Never mind. I thought it was deflected by the Thunder. I take it back. Never mind. Oh, no, it's no free throws. The bucket will count by Wembanyama. I don't know what's going on. What I do know. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. 17-point lead for the Thunder. I don't know what happened there. What up, Triple C, a.k.a. Cliff Curveball in the building. Wembanyama is an 8 feet tall praying mantis. Good night, boys. I'm watching is no longer watching. Thanks, CK2K, for Game 6. Yes, we'll be here for the remainder of this series, however long it is. I'm watching. Go get some rest. I know you're tired. Good night, and we'll see you in the next one. McCain should have had this green light in Philly, but my owner is on that list and didn't want to pay luxury tax. What list you talking about there, player? He is, isn't he? He really is on that list. McCain hitting? Test that man. Man, I can't lie. It's a good story. I could never do it. Would never be me. But that's a bag he got from that, bro. $85-68. Jared McCain, he gets free. McCain out to Williams. Williams over to Caruso. Caruso on the drive. He has the bigger Wembanyama on him. Meanwhile, Chet Holmgren, I don't know what he down there doing in the paint, but foul is called. Mambarina said, I voted OKC this game. Yeah, I was right there with you. I don't know, said I hate the Sixers. They gave this guy up for a bag of balls. I don't think he's talking of the Wilson variety. Why did Chet Holmgren not pull that? Does he forget how big he is? Like, I'm not a fan of the unicorn builds, bro. I'm just not a fan. Nice take there by Keldon Johnson, and here comes the San Antonio Spurs. Number said this is a sad game, to be honest. You all right, man? It's making you emotional. Foul's going to be on Victor Wembanyama pushing Jalen Williams away. Chet is a mess. He's non-existent, though. Golly!
Nice shot.
Chet is in purgatory, man. Oh, look at Victor Wembanyama. Passes it out to Keldon Johnson for the corner 3 ball. And we asked, and we're getting the answer. What does Keldon Johnson do? Well, we're seeing it. Man. Yo, the look on Wembanyama's face. Yo, this dude really do hate Chet Holmgren. Like, he really does hate Chet Holmgren. Golly, Stephen Castle for 3. This man hates Chet Holmgren. Oh, my God. Down goes Chet. Keldon Johnson, a.k.a. Vince Staples, getting him out of the frame. So Keldon want to blitz me because I called him trash. Facts, bro. Well, it's looking like OKC and the Knicks. New York, stay ready. McQuell Wells, that's not the script. I told you the script, McQuell. OKC wins tonight. Spurs win the last two. It's in the script. Chet is like 90 pounds. That's insane. That's insane. SGA with the rock. This game is back down to an 11-point game. The Spurs with a nice run. Jalen Woods with the craziest floater attempt I have ever seen. No foul. Here comes San Antonio. Corner patch. You can't leave Vassell open because he's going to do that. And here comes San Antonio. They have found their shot. The defense turning into offense. One of the nastiest floaters I have ever seen by Jalen Williams. And this game is back in single digits. Shout out to assistant coach Rashard Lewis. When I saw Rashard Lewis was one of the assistant coaches for San Antonio, I had to ask how. What connection did Rashard Lewis ever have with San Antonio? Well, congratulations, Rashard Lewis, man. This game is far from over, folks. I still got the script, but at least it's entertaining, and at least the Thunder can still stress out. Giannis was skinny. KD was skinny, brother. Brother. I know you're not comparing KD and Giannis to Chet Holmgren. Giannis, by this point in his career, was already starting to put weight on. KD said they both stressing, and I love it. And I love it. I told you I hate that man. Everybody except McKay play like a browser in 2K. Chet got that Anthony Davis mindset. He's a big but wants to play like a guard. Yuck. KG said, I ain't going to bed. You need to go to bed. You say you got to wake up at 4. Let's go Spurs, McQuell Wells. De'Aaron Fox looks like he was a silver. Why did De'Aaron Fox get that straight, bro? Why? So to you, Esco World, Giannis is skinny, was skinny. He's making the point that they were skinny at one point, but at this point in Giannis' career is when he started to put on the muscle. How many we got? Man, we got 152 in the building. Shout out to you guys, man. Rocking with another play-by-play. Let's do a quick prize picks check. Oh, we're moving slowly but surely. Okay. I need De'Aaron Fox to get in there and get some more points. Shea is 2 assists away. Wembanyama is starting to get things going. All right. I'll take 4 out of 5, but I would like all 5, please. Plenty of time to see. Plenty of time to see. I get to sleep tomorrow night because I ain't got to be up early Thursday and I'm off Friday. I feel that. Good old case of I'll catch up on sleep later. I feel that. What is happening? Why did Cheryl Miller do that? What is going on? What did I miss? Boss Don, we made it. We made it. Let's finish the job. Assistant coach Rashard Lewis makes me feel old. Man, I used to watch you play. Brother, there's a lot of players that are assistant coaches now that I'm just like, wow. Bro, Damari Carroll is an assistant coach. I feel like he just retired not that long ago. Jarrett Jack, like there's a lot of players that I feel like were in the league like 4 or 5 years ago that are assistant coaches. Alex Caruso missing that 3. Caruso gets it back after the Thunder retain the ball. SGA with the ball. SGA double team. Back out to Caruso. Caruso for 3, and they needed that one. Vassell short there, gets his own rebound out to Wembanyama. Stephen Castle thought about it, but he said, nah, I'm going to start this one over. Rebounded by Hartenstein, and here comes the Thunder going the other way. Cason Wallace out to Caruso. Caruso finding Hartenstein. Hartenstein on the drive. Back out to Caruso. A drive and dish by Hartenstein, but that one no good by Caruso. Here comes Harper pushing the pace. Harper back out to Wembanyama. Oh, he has a smaller defender. Defers to Keldon Johnson. Keldon Johnson gets around the screen. Johnson on the drive. Keldon Johnson falls hard. Wisdom said, Mike Brown, please don't dare Caruso to shoot. Thank you. I got some bad news, Wisdom. Remember Dean Wade? Remember Sam Merrill? Yeah. Thank God they were with us. But they got a lot of open shots. Ooh, De'Aaron Fox, welcome to the game. Post fade in the mid-range. Man, sometimes I hate watching Wemby play. I feel like he settles outside far too often. Yeah. His most dominant games are the ones where he plays inside out. But then, it's like you said, it's like in certain atmospheres, he just does not feel like going to the rim for a bucket. I could bet money Dort will be on the floor in the fourth quarter. Marcus Bill said you got to leave someone open. Wisdom says CK basically saying we're going to let white boys shoot. Am I wrong? Thanks for that, CK. I'm listening to a Cleveland sportscaster who just said congrats to the Knicks for winning the battle for number 2. We ain't respected yet. Good. That's how I want it to be, bro. That's what I want. I want them to still not believe. Oh, terrible pass there from Shea. Spurs got to cut this thing to single digits, man, before this fourth quarter begins. Damn, way short.
Nice shot.
Cliff Craval says Daryl Morey is a criminal. Looked like one, too. Yo, SGA is trying to do the most right now. I feel like it's the perimeter setup from coach. They got to let that go. Man, Cameron Williams still playing in the NBA is hilarious to me. I hate his hair still. So the Cavaliers weren't competing for second place? I don't know what the Cavaliers are doing. I know what you're trying to say. But, because apparently if the Cavaliers had won this series, clearly they would have been the better team against whoever comes out next. It's just convenient because it's the Knicks, SGA missing the fadeaway jumper, rebounded by Fox. Fox staying low. Fox picked up by Wallace, turns on the second gear, pulls up from the mid-range, and look at De'Aaron Fox go. Daryl Morey slander? Don't get me started, bro. I know. I'm sorry, brother. Oh, nice pass and a floater there by Hartenstein. And I think that's the 6th assist I need by SGA. So now I'm just on score duty. What a pull and finish by Devin Vassell, cutting the lead to 9. And with a made free throw, it goes to 8. Oh, I lied. I don't hate Kenrich Williams hair anymore. I thought he still had that stupid fro mullet that he had in New Orleans. I didn't know he changed it. But let's go. We just waiting on. I just need Wembanyama to keep it going. De'Aaron Fox keep it going, and then we might get a 5 out of 5. Lord knows I need a victory. I need a Dubsky. And we on our way. All right. SGA is an anime villain. Game is far from over, KG. Vassell, though, missing the and one free throw. The Dallas patch, CK, LOL. It was a different time. I hate it, bro. I hate it. I don't like it. It's stupid. I hate it. And I am very, very, very lenient and a fan of a lot of different type of fro cuts. That was not one of them. I hated it, bro. Talisman says OKC about to blow it. Nah, I think it's going to be a close Thunder win. Castle got that lunch lady hair is crazy. We shall not choose our opponents. The basketball gods will choose our enemy. Yo, the Knicks are in the finals. It just, every time I say it, I still smile, bro. It's so crazy. I can't, man. I'm seeing the Larry O.B. and I'm realizing, like, it is actually attainable. Man, bro, I'm sorry. I know I'm like a broken record, but I can't believe it, man. We here, bro. We here, man. Well, CK pushes up the glasses. The Cavs win this series. What? The Cavs will win this series analytically, of course. Yeah. That's what I was told, bro. I take you didn't like Drew Gooden's little patch? No. I barely liked Colin's sorry, I mean he still has the stupid hair. I barely liked Colin Sexton's little Padawan patch or Padawan braid. Barely. Here comes SGA. Drawing the contact, getting real unethical with it. I take it back. That was not an unethical hoop. I'm sorry. I'm hating. Yeah, that man got smacked right across the face. Cybercare said, living in Ohio, I get to see the non-New York perspective, and honestly, Ohio is as all about analytics and methonomics with their bum takes. CK, I believe that. They're trying to prove that they have some knowledge that they don't. You see how San Antonio tried to prove Chuck wrong just for him to be right? Oh, what a take. Oh, but he misses it. They think that it was hit above the cylinder. It was not. Yo, that's a foul on Williams. I'm sorry. That ain't even a box out. My man jumped backwards. They're going to call a foul on Cornette. Oh, it is goaltending. Luke Cornette is 1,000% right. Yeah. No, they called that foul on Cornette. Oh, here we go with the officials. There's no way. They called that foul. Yeah, ball don't lie. They called that foul on Cornette. Bro, Jalen Williams jumped backwards going for that rebound. That's not legal. Anyways. Wait, how was that not goaltended? Because the refs are blind. Ball don't lie. He missed both free throws. Yeah, that's a terrible call. 88-98. We are under a minute left in this third quarter. De'Aaron Fox picked up by Wallace. So you're really expecting good officiating from Tony Brothers. No, I'm expecting continued good officiating by Gucci Mane ref. Wait, what? The referee, he was looking right at him. Yo, that's... Nah, the fix is in, folks. The fix is in, folks. And he gets a technical on top of it, bro. The ref was right next to him. Oh, no. Oh, no. The refs are in their bag, ladies and gentlemen. Wait, what? He was right next to him. He literally was running with the ref. And then they doubled down and gave him a tech. Oh, no. Oh, no. Look, 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 look. And the ref's looking at him. Yeah, no way. No way. Wow. Wow. The fact that they gave him a technical foul too on everything is crazy. Wow. The fix is in, folks. That is crazy. That is crazy, bro. Wow. 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 What a series of events, man. Yo, the ref was looking right at him. And he was so casual about it. Sorry, LOL clip that I only have the play-by-play, but I want to see the foul and tech. Basically what happened is on the other end, the ball blatantly goes off of Chet's foot. The referees don't see it, so they say it's Thunder ball. Mitch is looking right at the ref saying that's terrible, waving his finger saying challenge. The referee's looking at him as they run away. He's saying challenge, challenge, challenge. They inbound the ball. The play continues. Mitch got pissed about it. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander throws his body around, gets a foul, and then on top of that, Mitch Johnson gets a technical. So it was just injury to insult to injury on that entire play. That is crazy. They're not even hiding that. All of that was terrible, bro. All of that was terrible. We're on flop number 21. Wow. Yeah, hey. Keep the Thunder away from the finals, please. Hey, I just became a huge Spurs fan. For the love of God, keep the Thunder. Bro, you put that along with how the Knicks get played with referees. Keep the Thunder far away from the finals. I am good on that, bro. I am so good on that. Hey, let's go Spurs. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Sad. This is the Western Conference Finals. Protest the game. Ref was like, what does that gesture mean? Bro was looking right at him well before the inbound. This is what the kids call nasty work. The Spurs need to bring their 12th man and have him attack the refs. Facts, bro. I legit don't get officiating, LOL. You mess up a call, then I get a tech because I call you out. The F does. I completely agree. I have been yelling from the mountaintops that we need to start bringing in official fines. Referees need to be fined. I'm not saying that they need to be fined at the same amount as NBA players because I understand they don't make the same amount, but there needs to be discipline. There needs to be discipline because I guarantee you they're going to start making those calls right. I guarantee you when money start coming out of pockets, they're going to start making those calls right. There needs to be fines on missed calls. Not no NBA official report after a game. That is crazy. That is crazy. KG said that shit fell out the womb. Oh, brother. Anyways, 101-91. At least it's still a 10-point game. But I almost became a Spurs fan after that sequence because, please keep the Thunder out of the finals. I cannot believe what I just witnessed. Terrence Howard going crazy on the sidelines. Bosco says CK NFL is going to have a bench of refs. If a ref is bad, he can get benched and a ref from. Wait, what? Is that real? Is that a real thing? I missed that rule change. I hate that. It's so stupid because they're never gonna have the balls to bench a referee. It's never gonna happen. That is just all talk. But I guarantee you there's not one time a ref will get benched in a game. I hate that. What NFL benching refs? Is that real? Oh, you're 1,000% correct. You're 1,000% correct, boss girl. The NFL and the Referees Association finalized a 7-year collective bargaining agreement that introduces a new bench or developmental pool of reserve officials. Under the deal, the league can promote, demote, or bench poorly performing referees, placing them with reserves to increase accountability.
What the hell? Oh my God, no way.
Oh my gosh, man. I'm telling you right now, the same way that we never see a take foul, not one ref ever gonna get benched, bro. I will stand corrected if a ref gets benched in the game. Ain't no way an official is getting benched. There ain't no way. That is all for show. There ain't no way. That is crazy. Fro said they do need to be fined at the same amount as NBA players. You cost my team a game, I want you and your entire family in debt. I like that energy. But if you present that, then they won't add that to the bargaining agreements, right? So where we started at a price range that is gonna hurt, but it ain't gonna kill them yet. We gotta then increase that once the deal has been put into play. You right, CK. Get OKC away from our Knicks, please. Yes, bro. I ain't scared of the Thunder. I'm scared of the officials that they bringing with them, bro. I have seen enough. That sequence of events was insane. Insane, bro. Insane. And it was all officiated. None of it had to do with the Thunder. All officials. Masterclass by Tony Brothers in the gang. Gucci Mane ref. You get out of there, bro. CK, I need the sideline camera of the ref on the bench warming up after a bad call. Talking about. Oh my God. CK, imagine the prize pick bets on refs being benched. Oh my God. I am in disbelief. I missed that part of the ref bargaining agreement. I didn't know the thing, bro. Shout out to you, Jacob Ball. He said, what up, CK? You are the GOAT of the champs. Appreciate you, Jacob. Hope you have a good one, man. Or start letting the refs answer questions after the game. It's not after. I want more than that. Because they can do the tweet route. They can say that they got it wrong and they'll be better next time. They never are better next time. That's the problem. Give me their money, bro. What up, GOT? I forgot we were doing this. Yes, we're doing this for the remaining games of the Western Conference Finals. Why did you jump ball? I don't know. I haven't been paying attention. Because the refs can't make a decision? Is that why they're doing a jump ball there? Are they really doing a jump ball because they couldn't decide? Obviously, that Hartenstein touched the ball last. What are we doing? What is? All right, Spurs win the tip. Yo, after all of the, he thought the ref was a player. Stephen Castle with a terrible turnover. What is this game, chat?
God, no way.
Yeah, my bad. Needed my parlay. I got y'all next time. Yeah, every ref. Another, yeah, man. Those iHeart floaters, money, bro, money. What up, Zach? He says, CK, this game is a travesty, bro. These last 10 or so minutes, tough to watch. Wembanyama left wide open for three, can't get it to fall. The Hartenstein effect in full play. Cliff Creval said, sitcom, basketball. Hartenstein, another big rebound. The Thunder get another opportunity. Oh, a turnover. Castle, one man to beat, goes right into Alex Caruso. Back to a 10-point game. They cannot get into single digits. The Cowboys said, ref, move out the damn way. Every call a ref makes that gets overturned under review should give them stars like GTA with results in them getting benched. Or with the same result that happens in GTA if they get stars. Hear me out. Hear me out. Anyways, 105.93. All right, Champagny for the corner three. It's short. The Thunder with a 12-point lead. Doing just enough. Isaiah Hartenstein looking around, trying to get the ball to somebody, anybody. Lob pass to Chet. Chet looked like he was going to snap in two on that landing. Chet makes me so uncomfortable. I cannot watch Chet Holmgren. He makes me so uncomfortable, bro. He makes me like I just don't know how his knees function, bro. He's just too skinny, man. It makes me uncomfortable. Wembanyama is right there too. I like every ref's punishment for a bad call should be talking to the fans in the parking lot after the game. GOT, it's been ugly, but another turnover by the Thunder. Alley-oop. And he's hung at the rim, Wembanyama. But the Spurs get the ball right back. Fox swings it over to Vassell. Vassell lets it fly. And the Spurs playing like they don't want this game. In the words of Cliff Creval, sitcom basketball. Caruso with, and he blows it.
What the hell? Tried it. Oh my God, no.
What is this game, man? Keldon Johnson blocked on the three ball, rebounded by Chet. The hunchback on the way. Wow, no, that's jump ball. And they do call a jump ball. Okay, I thought they were going to call a foul. Great defense there by Keldon Johnson. Chet Holmgren tried to bully him. No, they're going to call a foul. They called a foul? Yo, he tried to push him off and he couldn't get him. They called a foul? Yo, keep the Thunder away from the finals, please. 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 New to this world, appreciate you. He says, I say this as someone living in Oklahoma. Knicks in 4. Hey, okay, all right. Oh, my God. Wembanyama almost travels there, resets. Picked up by Hartenstein, looking to take him to the rack. Yo, Wembanyama is missing some insane-looking shots, bro. 107-93. Jared McCain said, I got this. Gets it back to Chet. Chet trying to post up Keldon Johnson, who has been bullying him all night, and does it again. Yo, like, why are we doing that at that point, Keldon? Jared McCain on the drive. McCain, the pullback. Oh, he saves it. De'Aaron Fox gets it. Spurs got to score, man. Spurs have been bumbling and stumbling here. And now this time a foul on OKC. The Spurs struggling to get a bucket to fall. This game is all over the place, man. Shout out to you guys. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, hit the notification bell. Don't forget to like the stream. GOT said this looks like regular season basketball. There you go. Go straight up with it, Wembanyama. There he goes. Cleans it up and gets the putback. Wembanyama finally takes his time and gets a bucket. He's been shooting some nasty shots in the late third and in this fourth. And what's crazy is I don't know what Mitch Johnson's doing here because Wembanyama already looks gassed, and we're getting down to clutch time, and Wembanyama has not sat down yet. A nice turnover there, or a nice steal, by the Spurs. Spurs trying to get back to a 10-point deficit. They've been there numerous of times. Wembanyama with the take. Wembanyama draws the contact. And Wembanyama going to get some free throws. I don't know why. That eye fart right there because that was a stupid foul. Here comes some free throws. Yeah, terrible decision-making there by Hartenstein. Number. Who that guy for real said, I'm so grateful for how the Knicks have been playing because this has just been painful to watch. Brother, with all the non-Knick watch-alongs we've done, we've been seeing some crazy basketball. To me, like this game is a little out there by the officials right now. But nothing tops those 3 Cleveland, Detroit games that we sat through, bro. Never seen anything like it. Never seen anything like it. And we were all right when we watched that thing and said, oh, yeah, we're sweeping whichever team comes out. And we did just that to Cleveland. Because those 3 games we watched with Detroit and Cleveland were they were something. They were something. Sam said peak basketball. Yes. Those were something. And right now, it's pretty close to the same amount of raggedy, man. Fro said Wemby needs to find more Chet hatred to power through this game. That's a fact, man. Yeah, Wemby should be sitting down. Yeah, I don't know what Mitch is doing. We're at the 7.5 mark. How much time we got? Yeah, 7.5, 7:25 left in the fourth. Wemby has not sat, and he's already gassed. I truly don't want OKC CK. These refs because, yeah. Nah, y'all didn't believe we were sweeping? True. A lot of people didn't believe that we were sweeping. That's true. Yeah, I think I was one of them that said I'll give them 1, and then I changed to sweep after game 1. After the Knicks had that comeback win is when I changed it to a sweep. So you're right. So initially I had Knicks in 5. You're right, KG. I'm just saying we were making the jokes watching that series talking about whoever it is, we taking them out early. But you're right. A lot of people did have them in 6. I had them in 5. And live on postgame, I said that's all they got. I was ready for the brooms. Until game 3 dub, then y'all started considering a sweep. Nah. Mine is on record. Go watch the game 1 post game. I literally challenged Alex and said, like, I don't understand. I was like, I don't understand why people think this team is good on paper. I don't see them coming back from this because we took their soul, all those things. And I was ready. I was all in on the sweep after game 1. Either way, Knicks swept the Cavaliers. Knicks swept the Sixers. Cover your ears, bro. It's crazy to think that the Falcons, the Hawks, were our biggest obstacle. Shout out to the Hawks, man. A lot of you owe Mikal Bridges and CK an apology. Yeah, man. Yep. The mailbox is filling up. CK, they're up 4-0 analytically, you know. Analytically, though, the Cleveland Cavaliers still got a chance to get back in this series. They've been the better team. So we'll see how Cleveland does in game 5 tomorrow. Night Ninja said, hey, CK, is the Spurs Coyote in the building? Nah. It's a home game. They got that wildebeest. That's a Thunder mascot because that makes sense. Facts, when me not hating enough, made $500 off the sweep. You're welcome, number. Why did I catch this straight? I'm sorry, bro. You're part of the story, man. You're part of the story. Wembanyama making the free throws, and we're back to a 10-point game, and understandably so, he's not sitting because he had the free throws. And Wemby probably trying to tough it out and play the remainder of the game. They do have Castle sitting, so there could be a late swap. Wembanyama on the bench, Cornette in for about 2 or so minutes while Castle goes back out there. Risky pass, but De'Aaron Fox puts on the Jets and saves it. Fox with the mid-range pull. What a sequence and what a play by De'Aaron Fox. 99-107, we're back to single digits. Is this the run? SGA with the ball. SGA picked up by Devin Vassell. SGA, look at him moving backwards, trying to find some kind of contact. An easy bucket there by Hartenstein over Keldon Johnson. Ten-point lead. De'Aaron Fox lead pass to Vassell. Vassell switches hands, misses the layup. Rebounded by McCain. Oh, no. Saw that coming from a mile away, bro. Saw that Jared McCain 3 going down from a mile away. The Spurs extend the lead to 13. 6:11 left. Do the Spurs have anything left? There is the none that y'all asking for. It's not a Spurs none. It's some Thunder nuns. Sam said Spurs win game 6. They look different tonight. Yeah, nah, this is the script. I gave you the script. Thunder was going to overachieve, win today. Spurs close out game 6 and game 7. I gave you all the script, man. It's okay if you choose not to open it and read it. That's fine. You don't have to. But just know that I gave you guys a script in the beginning of the game. Randy said, so disrespectful. Thunder mocking nuns. Spurs look like they have no legs left. 100% B-Mills. They look gassed, which is why I don't understand Mitch Johnson's rotation right now. So unless he comes out of this timeout and you put Wemby on the bench, which is a weird time to do that, and you bring Castle back out there, and then you try and run a little bit, they can try that, but I don't understand his rotations in this fourth quarter. The nuns are like, we're praying for the Thunder, homeless people. You're on your own. I don't mind KOing OKC in the finals. Knicks be doing everyone a favor. They're so hated. It's funny. Are the Thunder hated or is it SGA? You know what I'm saying? Like, do people, do people hate the Thunder or is it a byproduct of hating SGA? Catch your team up and win the game, ass game, yeah. SGA hate for sure, right? Because I'm thinking about it like, I ain't got a problem with the Thunder themselves because they got a bunch of the Thunder do the thing that I like. I think that's how you should build organizations. I think the way the Thunder do it, like I'm a fan of it. You know, you build through the draft, you sign and trade for guys that are like rejects and that didn't work out, preferably if they were on the Philadelphia 76ers, because a lot of these guys are former Sixers. I'm sorry, Cap. But, like, I like the way – that's what I'm saying. I have no beef with the Thunder. It's just the way that these officials officiate SGA and SGA hunting for them it's tough to see. And I used to love SGA, man. But, you know, at the same time, though, in the same breath, it's the same thing I say for Jalen Brunson when people want to complain about Jalen Brunson. If the officials are going to call it, you play towards what you're going to towards what works, unfortunately. The officials got to be the difference makers. They got to stop calling that stuff. If they don't call it, he going to keep doing crap like that. No good there by SGA. Spurs need some buckets and in a hurry. Lead pass to Johnson, and Keldon Johnson holding his own. He heard what Wisdom had to say, and he said, this is why I'm the sixth man of the year, sir. Plus with a rich gamer. That's a great argument, B-Mills. True. Very true. Full heel turn because of the, yeah. And plus with the rich getting richer with the draft lottery and the McCain acquisition. Yeah, that's true. And Alex Caruso, another three. I don't know. But Marcus Miller echoing B. Mill's statement saying it's the Thunder. They hate Lou Dort, the tanking, the amount of picks they have, and you forgot SGA in there.
Oh, Marion and I'm talking about like the
Bernadette
CK2K and
shout out
and bam 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 touch. Oh, Marion.
Brunson actually catches hits though, CK. Yeah, and he also doesn't rely on it. I'm just saying that's my argument for the times when he does do them. You got to do what you got to do, especially at his height. But he doesn't rely on it. That's not Brunson's like whole identity of his game is flopping and trying to get fouls. You know what I'm saying? But when he goes for those, it's a part of the game. It'd be a different argument if that's literally the only way Brunson scores. Then that'd be tough. But that's not. We literally watched in the last 3 games Brunson not get many free throws in general. Now, that's not his whole game. He has the ability to do it. He knows how to work. He knows how to play the game. But that is not his game. You know what I mean? So. Lord have mercy. No call that time, I guess. Stephen Castle throwing himself around. It's a 12-point game. Thunder score here. They might have done it. Miss and rebound. He don't make that one. Yo, Jared McCain, bro. Look away, Fro. Just look away, big dog. Just look away, Fro. Just look away. Then Rev's going to put the Knicks in hell in that series. Yep. I still believe y'all can win, but you're going to be pissed watching. Yeah, no, I need the Spurs. I need the Spurs to read the script. Thunder can have this one, but I need the Spurs to get on track and win 6 and 7. I need it. I need it. I need it. I don't want the Thunder just for the officials now. Squid, what up? He said, I don't like a bunch of Thunder players. There are a bunch of flopping, foul-baiting crapheads, LOL. A bunch? Oh, okay. All right, I guess I don't have a temperature on the fan base, I guess. I didn't know we had so much hate for the Thunder as a whole. Those are all fair statements. I didn't know. I didn't realize. I don't care enough. I generally don't care enough when it comes to the Thunder like that. The tanking and all that stuff, I don't care enough, bro. They're a small market team. The system is made for them. They played the system the right way. Like, I don't hate it. Peace and love. You know what I mean? Who is going in free agency and signing with the Thunder? So instead of complaining about it, play the system. Like, so I don't know. I don't hate it that much, I guess. Call me crazy. After all that, they only got one championship, so we'll see. I mean, if they win again this year, maybe we can have that discussion, but they only got really one chip. Vassell fires a three. It's no good. KD said, okay, y'all, I think this game's over, and although I love the hate watch, I got to hit my bed up. Good night, fam. Take it easy, KG. Get some rest. Hopefully we'll see you in game 6. But, yeah, I think this one is a wrap. Jared McCain all the way. Can't get it to fall. Rebounded by Foxy. And De'Aaron Fox up to Vassell. Vassell cross court to Castle. Castle the three. And here we go. They got one more push left in them with 3 minutes remaining. We'll see. Hater, what up? CK is in the building. Squid said, I watch a lot of Spurs basketball, and I just don't like the Thunder. They foul and they play hyper physical and then flop when people sneeze next to them. That's fair. That's fair. Well, from outside looking in, the rough defense OKC does is them pulling, swiping, holding, stepping on players' feet. Yeah, the Detroit stuff. Yeah, the fake tough stuff. Yeah, for sure. OKC is right on the line of being ethical and being the dirtiest team in the league. Yeah, it's literally West Coast Detroit. Like, it's tough defense, but it's really just. Did Hartstein just hit his head on the rim? What was that? Che said, the way that both of these teams are playing, I ain't scared of none of them. Che, we're not. Here's the thing. None of us are scared of the teams. We're scared of the officials. They putting on a dominating performance, man. That's what we scared of. Oh, and it looks like Mitch Johnson is waving the white flag. Gonna let his guys get some early rest to get prepared for game 6. We're gonna get our wish, folks. I really believe we're gonna get our wish. This series is going to 7. This series is going to 7. What's more crazy, I know we heard someone ask about Bismack Biyombo. What's more crazy to me is Mason Plumlee is still in the league. So next, y'all gonna tell me that Cody Zeller is somewhere on someone's bench. Mason Plumlee is still in the league? Wow. I thought say we were talking about Rashard Lewis and them coaching. I thought I'd see Mason Plumlee on someone's team coaching. All right. Yeah, this one seems like it's about over. What's new? The refs have always been against the Knicks, CK2K. Facts, man. See, but DeAndre, I knew DeAndre's still playing. I didn't know that. What's his name still going? All right. Well, it seems like that's it, man. Both teams have conceded. San Antonio is 2 minutes away from going down 3-2 in this series. I'm going to give it until the final minute. And if this score stays about where it's at, which it most likely will, then we're going to head on out and call this a stream. And we will be back on, what's today? Tuesday? Thursday for game 6, where it could be over. Or the Spurs will follow the script. Yeah, this is a wrap, man. 108-122. This one is all but over. Guys, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell. Don't forget to like this stream. Here are My prize picks, I got 4 out of 5 because De'Aaron Fox wanted to share the ball down the stretch. I was so close for my first 5 out of 5, but it's fine. I did pick the flex, so I will still come away with some money here. And so it is still a successful card, but man, that De'Aaron Fox didn't want to give me 3 more points. It is what it is. Download the app, use promo code HMA to get $50 instantly after your first $5 lineup. People, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm calling it here. This one is all but over. The Thunder are going to go up 3-2 in this series. And we'll be back to see on Thursday. Is that the end of it? Or do we extend to a 7-game series? We'll find out together. But I'll see you guys on Thursday. Shout out to all the supers we got today and all the returning members. Shout out to all the new subs and the new follows, the returning subs over on Twitch. We had fun today, man. We had fun today, but yeah, it's interesting. Let me give you guys your money over here on Twitch. If you predicted the Thunder, wow, 2% predicted the Thunder. Who just got paid? Who just got paid? Who got paid? SZM. Who else? It was SZM's the only one that put some on OKC. 8,000 CK cash for SZM over on Twitch. Congratulations to you, brother. All right, y'all. I will be seeing you guys on Thursday for Game 6. Will it end there, or are we going to go the distance to tire out whoever our next opponent is? I hope so. Y'all be easy, man. Take it easy. I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm out of here. Peace. Let's go.